angles, both in degrees and in radians. Our goal here is to be able to find out which quadrant it is and to be able to accurately sketch it. So remember, we've got our X and Y axis here. We've got our starting initial side right here. We're going to move positively when we move counterclockwise. Negative angles means we move clockwise. And you also need to notice our degree measures. So when we start here at our initial side, it's 0 degrees. When we rotate in the positive direction, we are up vertically at 90 degrees. Continue around, we are then at 180, 270, and if we make a full rotation, we're back. So at 0, this also is considered 360 degrees. If we're talking about in radians, now this is where most students start to make mistakes. So if I'm going to write in blue the radians, the starting side, I would be at 0 radians. When I make half of a circle rotation, so when I'm over here at 180, I have circled pi radians. So when I'm up at the 90, I'm only halfway to pi, meaning I'm 1/2 of pi. So again, starting at 0, on the initial side, I'm at 0 radians. Then at the 90 degrees, I'm half of pi. Then at 180 degrees, I'm at pi. If I continue rotating down to the 270 degrees, I've now gone 1/2, 2 halves, 3 halves of pi, and now rotate back around for what my full rotation. So now I've gone 4 halves of pi, which would just be 2 pi. Okay, so let's practice some of these. Down here, my first one, I'm supposed to sketch angle measure 160. So I start here at 0. It's a positive rotation. Let's go ahead and mark these so we have an easy way to reference. Straight up, I'm at 90, then 180, and 270. So if I'm going to start at my initial side, I'm moving in the positive direction. It's more than 90, so I need to continue on, but it's not all the way up to 180. In fact, I can calculate what this measure is right here by taking 180 and subtracting 160, and I find that it's 20 degrees. Either way, to finish my sketch, I'll draw in my blue angle, like so. All right, let's practice one in radians. So first of all, I'll write my green markings, my reference markings. I start at 0 radians, then 1/2 of pi radians, then pi, and 3 halves of pi. Now this one is a negative measure, and it's -5/4 of pi. Well, if I write that as a mixed number, -5/4, this is really -1 and 1/4 of pi. So if I start rotating, this time I need to move in the negative direction. It's more than 3 halves of pi. In fact, it has 1 whole pi and then a quarter, which would put me halfway up. So I can sketch in my blue angle here. My last one, 400 degrees. 400 degrees is moving in the positive direction. So again, let's put our references up. We've got 0, 90, 180, 270, and 360. Notice 400 is more than 360 degrees. So to start off, I need to move in the positive direction, and I'm going an entire 360 degrees. I need to continue rotating an additional 40 degrees. So now I can sketch in my angle of 400 degrees. Notice, if you're having a hard time with the radians, you can always change your radians into degrees and then sketch your graph. So if I were to take, for example, let me do this up here, the -5/4 of pi, and I wanted to know it in degrees, I would multiply by 180 over pi. My pi's cancel, and -5 times 180 divided by 4 gives me -225 degrees, which would be able to sketch it just the same as we had in problem 2. All right, good luck. You have problems 1 through 6 at the bottom of this page to practice now.